the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, it's Ballard, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. And
he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Prescott now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Ballard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Prescott forced out to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Dolphins have got it. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Now Jones. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Throwing Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
24 is the mic.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bennett. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jones on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And now it's second down. Off play action. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Barmore able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ballard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing, Prescott. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 27, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Porter. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Prescott on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Prescott going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ballard. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Pushes him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. McCann's got it teed up. Taken at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So the hold on special teams backs them up all the way inside the 15 to start. Jones on 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Now Jones, a final shot before break. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. the play fake. Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. T.J. Hockenson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. McCann's got it teed up. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there for the Dolphins. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there. Here's Jones on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Barmore able to record his 5th sack of the season. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack. Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner? And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? We'll see what they decide to do. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Throwing Jones. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He gets it complete to Jackson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action now, Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one. And he's in. touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by DJ Reed. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Prescott to throw it. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Ballard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy, right?
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On third down, Porter. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
24 is the mic. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now Dak. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back to throw. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there, with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Dolphins could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete here to Ayuk. A big offensive explosion helped